can't shake the feeling on my own. 'Cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes, but I miss what you had inside. That feels you can't deny. 'Cause I thought you were the light. 'Cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes. 'Cause I thought you were the light. Falling fast, now my mind is freezing, but I can show that I can go ahead without you in my feelings. No, 'cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes, but I miss what you had inside. That feels you can't deny. 'Cause I thought you were the light. 'Cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes. 'Cause I thought you were the light.
You pull me in like gravity, you do. Changing the way that my body moves, it's true. Without the moon, there'd be no way. Without the stars, there'd be no space. When I got you by my side, you made me feel like the world in your mood. I can't go on without being with you, inseparable. Stars in the night sky shine bright, but I only got my eyes on you, because we got something more to give. We got something more within. Let it out and show the world tonight. Without the moon, there'd be no way. Without the stars, there'd be no space. When I got you by my side, you made me feel like I'm the world in your mood. I can't go on without being with you. like the best days in life are over. No light in your sky, your world has been dark. Stripped of your love, you've never been colder. You're losing sight of who you are. But there's still hope waiting on the horizon.
I can shake the feeling on my own. 'Cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes, but I miss what you had inside. That feels you can't deny. 'Cause I thought you were the light. 'Cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes. 'Cause I thought you were the light. Falling fast, now my mind is freezing, but I can show that I can go ahead without you in my feelings. No, 'cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes, but I miss what you had inside. That feels you can't deny. 'Cause I thought you were the light. 'Cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes. 'Cause I thought you were the light.
You pull me in like gravity. You do, changing the way that my body moves. It's true. Without the moon, there'd be no way. Without the stars, there'd be no space. When I got you by my side, you made me feel like the world in your mood. I can't go on without being with you, inseparable. Stars in the night sky shine bright, but I only got my eyes on you, because we got something more to give. We got something more within. Let it out and show the world tonight. Without the moon, there'd be no way. Without the stars, there'd be no space. When I got you by my side,
I can't see it.
Hard to believe that anything's worth it. Ain't selling your soul.
Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely to see you all here back at the live stream for the TatajubaFest here in Brazil. It's a lovely day. The wind is kicking in perfectly. And yeah, we're on the way with the ladies heat number 1 in round 2. So exciting action coming up. So in this heat we've got Clara and Rana Eser. They all have their second chance to be back in the contest. So they're definitely going to give it their all. I see some scores on the board already. And like you know from yesterday, the riders will have 6 attempts in order to put 2 highest scores on the map. And then a variety score will be added to make up the overall result. So here we have Rana sending a nice kite loop and landing it clean. Landing with quite some speed in the chop. Here we have that awesome drone perspective again of this dreamy lagoon in Tatajuba. And we have quite some epic action in store for you today. So bear with us and enjoy it as we get through the rounds. Just going on the way with Heat 1 of round 2 of the women's division between Anna and Rana. As soon as the rider's flag goes up, they will have 20 seconds to perform, to take off. It's their responsibility. If they don't find the right takeoff spot or gust, there will be a 0 given. But here Anna was definitely finding the right gust and getting quite some nice airtime for that loop. A little butt check on the landing there, so the judges will deduct some points, unfortunately. You're here with me, Ruben Lenton, coming at you from the lagoon here in Tatajuba. And what is nice about Brazil is that the wind starts kicking in from about 11. And at about 1, 2, 3 o'clock it's at its peak. So we will be able to run quite a few heats today with proper conditions. What's Rana gonna do for us? What is she gonna pull off? Is it a boogie loop maybe? Oh, I called it. It's a boogie loop. And landing it clean. Oi! Almost clean. Little butt check at the end there. But riding away with quite some speed. And going for a boogie loop on her 8-meter kite in these conditions is definitely a feat on its own. So well done. Let's see what the judges think about that. So this heat is almost over. The girls have one more attempt left in this heat. And for the variety score, the judges always like it. If you jump to the left, jump to the right, do rotations both ways. And just mix up your riding a bit. Here we see a nice kite loop again from Anna. Landing it clean. No, also crashing at the end. Not ideal for the scores. So yeah, Rana is ahead. So we can already kind of guess what the overall result is going to be like and who will advance to the next round. Yesterday I made a little mistake. I thought the riders who got in third place actually got kicked out of the contest, but they have another chance. So they didn't only come for one heat to this event. They have twice the chance to come back, so that's great. And yeah, hopefully they make the most of it. Because sometimes you just don't have your day as a rider, you know. You're just not feeling the conditions. Maybe the gear or your body is a little off. And yesterday we saw some challenging conditions in terms of the chop as well. So let's see who's handling it properly today. Oh, kite loop, bit off balance and a nice wipeout. Kite slamming onto the water. Wipeouts always or often look more horrendous than they really are. Everybody always seems to get back up, so that's a good thing. Let's keep that going. But for sure the limits are going to be pushed today, combining very difficult and technical tricks with some powerful kite loops. Not easy to do, but it seems to be the standard here for the men's division to at least have a rotation, a board off and a loop all in one jump. And then they can decide whether they pull a kite loop or a contra loop. So either pull a loop with your backhand or your front hand. And see who can get the most height and yeah, most style points throughout the jump. Judges are definitely scoring difficulty high. It's not about the risk, it's about the difficulty of a trick, which makes total sense. And of course the height, because this is big air kiteboarding with the best big air kiters in the world. And they're coming from all over the place, but always loving their good time in Brazil, as this is kiteboarding Mecca with some very stable conditions to perform kiteboarding. Most of the time we fly to Fortaleza, and then you have Combuco as one of the closer spots where there's a little bit less wind, but perfectly suitable for kite surfing and to take your first lessons or learn your first progressions, your first back roll. And the further up north you move, the more the wind picks up. So that's always lovely for us. That's why we're about 5 hours north of Fortaleza.
Welcome to Alchemist Beach Club. Indulge in delicious food. Soak up the sun. Play to your heart's content. In the lagoon of paradise.
Construction in these remote parts of Brazil presents some monstrous challenges. We've spent the past 5 years perfecting the art of building beautiful hotels, restaurants, and homes in the midst of nature. all while respecting the local habitat. Our team of more than 200 talented professionals thrives in these conditions, from sourcing materials to building sustainably in a sensitive ecosystem. If you want to develop your paradise in Brazil, we're the guys to talk to. We hack the construction. Email us today to build your paradise.
To day 5 of the Bakel TatajubaFest. Mike's going to give a real quick update on the game plan for today.
All right, guys. So wind is pretty damn good. It's definitely gusting into the 30s now. We're running round 2 of the ladies. We just got 3 heats in there, and then we're going straight into the first division for the men. Although apparently our camera's off. You should be getting an audio.
Right.
Rookie error. Hopefully we can get those out of the way. Anyway, guys, stay tuned. It's going to be an awesome day of kiting.
Aye. Ciao, ciao.
All right, so here we are back in the women's division. Round 2, heat 2. We've got Gretha Zijlstra. And here we have Lavi pulling a nice kite loop. Landing full speed and butt check. 2 butt checks at, at the landing. So let's see what the judges think about that. But Gretha already crashed her first trick, so that's why she got a 0. And now Gal also had a crash. 1 butt check is fine, but 2 butt checks, judges don't like it. So definitely having some hiccups here to get away during this this event now. Some Wi-Fi connection trouble, but we're at you and we're gonna make it more steady and more steady. So bear with us and enjoy this epic kiteboarding show. Hoppa, nice back roll kite loop, some nice height on there, quite lofty. Oh, couldn't keep the landing together there, unfortunately. Bummer for Gretha. But she definitely picked some nice air. She caught a good gust. Completed her back row rotation properly. And yeah, then she was a little bit off balance. So the landing wasn't too clean. I wonder if the judges will score that a butt check or a total crash. Oh, now we missed this move from Gal. That was scoring properly from Gal. The trick we missed was a 5.33, as you can see in the top left of your screen. And what will be added to these scores, like the 2 highest scoring tricks, plus the variety score, which will be given at the end of the heat. So a perfect score will be 24 if you score 2 10s and then get the full variety score of 4 points. Well, nice kite loop, and now landing it, sticking it clean. That was Gretha, catching some nice air there. I want to give a big shout out to the whole team for setting it up, and of course to all the riders that have trained hard and made the way all the way here to Tatajuba to show what they can do. And it's magic, let me tell you that. Whoa, that was a strange boogie loop with a massive crash. Proper face plant. textbook face plant, as we like to call that. Time is ticking. She only has 20 seconds to take off, and it seems like the time is running out. Lavi building up the speed, loading, popping, and going for that boogie loop. Oh, another crash. She should have added another rotation on the way down there. She had time for it. But it is quite scary already coming out of a boogie loop and then have the confidence to go for an added rotation. Unfortunately, she just crashed on this one. But she has 2 more attempts left in this heat in order to put that scoring trick on the board. Here's Carlos Robles flying his drone behind the rider. Very nice perspective. Oi, nice kite loop. Kite nice and low. Landing it clean. And today is a very exciting day here in Tatajuba, as the riders have been waiting for this type of conditions, and they're ready to show their best tricks here. Oh, nice back roll kite loop. Is she gonna land it this time? Bit off balance, and again a massive crash. Unfortunately, not sticking it. It's not easy with the chop in the landing zone. Definitely brings the extra challenge of keeping your balance. And you saw she already lost a bit of balance during her back roll, and then the kite yanked. And then, yeah, she just couldn't land properly. We got Lavi for her 5th attempt in this heat. She's going for a nice board off. Ah, bombing out of the sky. Unfortunately, doesn't get her board on in time. So this is heat 6, the second heat of round 2 of the women's division. These are the riders that got into 3rd place yesterday in their heat, and here they have the second chance to come back into the event. One of these girls will proceed to round number 3. Here she goes for the takeoff, back roll kite loop. Yeah, oh, unfortunately, quite a big butt check on the landing there. So after this heat, we'll go to round number 3 with Zijlstra and Alessa Mensch. Sorry, my bad. We're actually doing round 2 of the men. So stay tuned, as that's going to be epic. Watch Lavi here on her last attempt to put a good score on the... Ah! Again, skipping out on the landing on this boogie. she just couldn't get it together. So this heat seems to be going to go Lavi, who will make it through to the third round. Stay tuned for the men's action.
I am Fazenda Moreiras, a farm and an eco park. Miles and miles of sand dunes and lagoons and white vegetation. Untouched vastness. A delicate ecosystem. I am fauna and flora in perfect balance. Luxury and simplicity. Sustainability without sacrificing comfort. Bungalows for sale and for rent. The perfect spot for diving, flying, horse riding. I am 100% off-grid and 100% connected to the nature around me. I am a different kind of oasis, an oasis within an oasis called Ceruti. What are you waiting for? Fazenda Moreiras.
What's up, dude? Do you want to join me for a luxury kite clinic on a super yacht in Egypt? I'm going to give you daily kite coaching so you can level up. We're going to kite 6 spots, eat tons of delicious food, you're going to need it, and have video analysis in the lounge every day. We're going to make great memories with amazing homies, but spots are limited, so be sure to book your cabin now before they're all sold out. Meow.
You want to win a 9-meter Nash pivot? Go to biggerkite.com/pivot.
All right, welcome to the lounge. I'm here with Rana Eser. She just won her heat in the second round and will be going to the third round. Rana, what did you change in strategy from yesterday to today?
Yeah, well, as some of you may know, this is my first competition ever, so I have no idea what I'm doing. But yesterday I kind of just went in full force, was throwing things, and today I thought maybe I'd have more strategy. They, judged 2 tricks for the score, so I thought I'd start by landing 2 tricks I know how to land, and then only then will I go for some of my harder tricks that I may or may not land. So I went with that strategy, and I did end up landing actually my first front roll kite loop in competition. A little bit of a butt check, but the judges counted it, so.
This is a chop check.
Yeah, chop check.
Chop check.
Blame the chop.
Yeah, exactly. And so, yeah, this is your first time competing on this level. What is that like?
I mean, it's really awesome. It's been such a cool experience. I'm riding next to some of the lady legends in this sport. It could be a little intimidating, of course. These girls are so good, but I have so much to learn from them. But I just love kiting so much, and everyone always says do what you love, do things that scare you. So this is me doing the thing I love that also scares me.
That's awesome. You're finding that balance, right? And
Exactly.
pushing it forward into round 3.
Yes, into round 3, I'll be with, I think, Jasmine and Zara, which are 2 amazing kiters. So I'm really excited.
All right. Well, we can't wait to see it. We're just about to go into the men's first division second round. So that's going to be kicking off here very shortly. So stay tuned. Choo!
So your mate thinks he jumps 10 meters high? You can follow him live right at the beach. But don't keep the joy to yourself. Live stream your session to anywhere in the world, reach new heights, and climb up the leaderboard. Join the ultimate kiteboarding game today.
All right, welcome back to the lounge. Mike McDonald.
Super sick, guys. We're getting fired up. We're about to go into round 2 of the men's. The wind is super strong. And yeah, I think it's going to be a super exciting day.
Yeah, this tide is something else. Mike, you want to talk a little bit about what's driving that?
Absolutely, guys. So we've got a full moon at the moment, or very close to full moon, that's for sure. And tides are really high. Actually, the stage that we're on is at risk of being flooded over the next few days, so we've been sure to lift everything off of the up onto the stage. But what's really tough for these guys is there's a really big current moving. So what's really interesting is that current's moving downwind. So if you have 30 knots of wind and a 5-knot current, you effectively have 25 knots of real wind. So these guys are amazing athletes, and I think it's super cool to see the best athletes really separating themselves from the rest when they still manage to perform in these super challenging conditions. Choppy takeoffs, big current, still kicking ass.
Choppy landings. Yeah, that's exactly right. This is shaping up to be something great. I think we're about 15 seconds from that. So let's go to the action. Choo!
Oh, yeah.
So there we go. We're on the way with the men's division, round 2. Here we've got the riders who came into 3rd place yesterday. Nicolas, Gambier, and Heliardi, Cabrinha da Silva. Throwing down. So first up we have Nicolas. Nicolas building up his speed, loading, popping, going for that boogie loop board off behind the flagpole, behind the stage. Looks like he landed that, so we will see his score pop up soon. It's quite a puzzle here with all the camera angles. Sitting here on the beach in the office, which is an open stage. There goes Heliardi. Right foot forward, loading, popping. Going for a massive kite loop board of tic-tac. Oh, and just bombed out onto his board. That can hurt pretty badly, but let's see if he's still standing after this. Oh, that was a very strange bomb out. I don't know what really happened there. This kite probably just shot to 12 and beyond 12. And just made him fall out of the sky super fast. Here goes Nicolas on his 2nd attempt. Try his best to stay in this competition. Loading, popping. Doing a double back roll kite loop. And landing that one clean. I thought he was going to add a board off, but this was it. Putting some secure scores on the board. Heliardi, Brazilian shredder. I saw this guy a couple years ago at his home spot. Training, and look at him now. He's doing a massive board-off contra loop. Unfortunately crashing. Seems like the conditions are quite challenging out there today. I think we got about 25 knots. Maybe up to 30 in the gust. And quite some chop flowing around in the lagoon. The closer they are to the sandbar, the more flat it will be for the takeoff, but then they cover some distance and then they will land in the chop zone. So I'm very curious to see which riders will handle the conditions perfectly and land their highest scoring tricks clean today, because that's what we want, clean tricks. High and difficult. Here we got Nicolas. Building up his speed again, loading, popping. Is he going behind the stage again? Yep. Oh, skipping out on the landing there. Where's the action? Action. No action. Sorry there, again some trouble here. Trying to puzzle it together. Many loose elements going into setting up this stream here in Brazil. But here we've got an epic angle of this doobie loop. And landing it clean. Epic. Nicolas is very stoked with that one. Was some good height. Double rotation. Getting very inverted on that. A nice yank from the kite. That must have felt epic for him to land that in front of all these spectators on the beach who are cheering him on. Would be great if you could hear some ambiance of the wind, of the crowd. But unfortunately you have to do it with my voice. Hope you are enjoying back home, watching this live as the action will continue to fire on. Heliardi landing that jump clean. Wasn't too high, wasn't too difficult, so I don't expect a massive score to come from that. And we've got Nicolas leading this heat with 11 points already. Both riders have 2 attempts left. So let's see who can better their scores. There he goes. Nicolas building up his speed, looking far ahead to spot his takeoff zone. Then you'll see a preload, and then he will dive into the pop just to build up the most amount of tension. Bomb between him and the kite. Nice front rotation with the board off and a contra loop. So the contra loop is when he's pulling with his front hand, so you'll see the kite spinning forward instead of a normal kite loop where the riders will pull with their backhand and the kite will make a full circle backwards. Both very different tricks, but amazing to see. And the riders are getting more and more creative with it. Adding multiple rotations, board offs. And it's fun to see how everyone has their own style and perspective of these moves. And definitely the execution. Heliardi here just with a massive kite loop back roll. So on to their last attempt for this heat. Let's see what Nicolas got for us now. So in round 2 of the men's division, in the next heat, heat number 10, is Monteiro and Riee coming up right after this heat. But here goes Nicolas again. Raw. Oh, he wants to jump right foot forward just for that variety score. He doesn't want to perform all his jumps to the left. Some twitching, glitching going on. Yeah, no takeoff. There's going to be a 0 score for his last jump. Oh, what? No way, just unhooked. Oh. I think he just wanted to save his attempt there. Because if you don't attempt your trick within 20 seconds, then he will get a 0. So it seemed like he was going for an attempt and then didn't have a good pop. And then he still unhooked and managed to pull something off, but crashed. So no points for that. Here comes Heliardi. Oh, a nice board spin with a contra loop, landing that clean. That might give him a better score than he has already, so that will bring him closer to Nicolas' score. And then see who had the best variety score. So coming up in the next heat of round 2 of the men's division here at TatajubaFest from the Big Air Kite League in Brazil is Monteiro in the yellow lycra. And then we've got Riee in the green. Both boys already showed some epic moves yesterday. Let's see who can battle it out now to stay in the competition. Stay tuned.
I like to wake up with a great view. I love a great breakfast.
And a nice hot shower.
Fast internet. I mean really fast.
And a nice pool.
I need wind. A lot of wind. And cool people.
Hello my friend. Welcome to La Ventana.
I am Fazenda Moreias. I am a different kind of oasis. Luxury and simplicity. Bungalows for sale and for rent.
If you want to develop your paradise in Brazil, we're the guys to talk to. We hack the construction. Email us today to build your paradise.
All right, we're in the lounge with Stig again. How's it going, man?
I'm okay, a bit nervous. I usually don't really get nervous, but now, yeah, I lost my heat yesterday, so that it's all or nothing now. So, yeah, it's a good thing and a bad thing, I guess, because a bit of nerves is good, but too many are maybe gonna put me down. But yeah, let's see.
Yeah. From the view of the lounge, it seemed like your landings were coming in a bit hot and in chop.
Yeah, I there was something not completely right with my kite. I didn't check it before, and it was a bit of a stupid mistake. I think I managed to fix it. The 9 feels good now. So yesterday I was forced to go on an 8, where I was missing the power a bit on the landing sometimes. And you, like, especially when it's choppy, you kind of want that power when you land, because that gives you a bit more control to like manage this chop. I did a little practice round just now, and yeah, feel good.
Okay, so the changes to your strategy today are really focusing on the gear and getting that dialed for the conditions.
Yeah, I was like, because yesterday like I had some trouble with the gear and it maybe put me off a little bit, so that's also why my performance went down a bit, because like all these little factors they play with your mental game. And today looks like everything is sorted, so yeah, that shouldn't be an issue.
All right, awesome. We got good conditions, gears in check, and looks like you're in the mental state right now. Getting that.
I've been very focused, don't talk to too many people
Yeah.
for the last couple hours and taking it very chill.
All right, well, we'll be watching and rooting for you out there. Good
Thank
luck.
you. Cheers, man.
All right, back to the action.
So that was nice to see Riee catching up with Stig, who also wasn't too happy with his performance yesterday. But today up for another challenge. Oh, massive boogie loop, just catching it in time. We got Monteiro opening up the heat with his first attempt. Unfortunately not keeping it together for the landing there. The conditions are very challenging out there. It's very choppy. The water is moving very fast. There we go. A nice boogie loop with an added rotation and a grab. Here goes Monteiro again. Nice kite loop board off. Landing it clean. Spectators going wild. It's nice to hear. Great support here on the beach. Stoking the riders out, pushing them to go extra big. Also, don't forget to vote for your rider of the day at kitemana.com/vote. So the rider who wins can win €1,000 extra prize money. So it's your call. Sorry, missed what Samuel was throwing down there. If you're just tuning in, my name is Ruben Lenton. You're here live watching the TatajubaFest from the Big Air Kite League, the 2022 event with the world's best big air riders who are throwing down in Brazil, kiteboarding mecca. And it's all about putting 2 highest scoring tricks on the board out of 6 attempts. So this was a great score, I think, for Tone. Judges are looking for height and difficulty. And the standard at the Big Air Kite League is ridiculously high. So they really have to pull all out and no holding back today, because this is the only chance to stay in the event and advance to the next rounds. So who is most hungry for the win and can keep his head cool today? Let's see it. We've got plenty of heats to go through. Let's see how far we get today, and otherwise we will continue tomorrow. But here is a nice board off from the fin with a kite loop. Unfortunately not able to stick it. I think the camera guys are a bit hungover. Who is not? I'm not. Just kidding. I hope you're having a good day at home. Watching from the comfort of your own home or wherever you are. Hope you're enjoying this live stream we're bringing to you from the Tatajuba Kite Fest here in Brazil. So both riders had 3 attempts right now. That means we're halfway through this heat. Oh, nice. Mega loop late back roll, landing it clean. right in front of the spectators. Epic to watch. Not the most difficult trick, but definitely good to get in the bag. There goes a double back roll kite loop. Landing it clean, it wasn't too big, but at least landed it. So we got Monteiro leading this heat at the moment. Let's see what that last score comes in for Samuel. To these scores, the judges will add a variety score, which can go up to 4 points. So that will be added to the overall score. And that will determine who will advance to the next round. Oi, nice boogie loop board off. Ah, epic. So front rotation with a back kite loop. And then taking his board off in the meantime. Why not? Unfortunately crashing there on the landing. I don't think the judges are going to count that. So that's a big bummer. Because that was his second to last attempt. Here comes Samuel Riee again. Building up his speed. In the meantime, being very aware of the depths of the lagoon and the gusts of the wind. He's reading the water, taking off, doing a boogie loop with an added rotation. Oh, quite a hard landing. See, landing on a chop with your kite at 12, not ideal. Bringing him to an instant stop, which can definitely hurt a little bit. But no pain, no gain, right? So this is already the last attempt for Monteiro in this heat. They're very close, so the variety score will make a lot of difference in this heat. Unfortunately aborted the takeoff there, so now we will probably have to do a jump right foot forward. Otherwise his time will be up. Only 20 seconds to attempt your takeoff. Oh, he's still taking the time to turn around. He's not scared. A man of the time. There goes Stone. Load and pop. And sending that boogie board off again, but unfortunately couldn't take his board off. Sometimes your feet are just too stuck in the straps because of the powerful takeoff. And that won't better his scores, I'm afraid, because it was just a boogie loop. Now we have the last attempt for Samuel as well. Going left foot forward. Loading, popping. Ah, no, not a good takeoff and just a straight mini kite loop. So that was the end of this heat. And up next we've got Dennis Petersen against Nelson Gomez. Stay tuned.
So your mate thinks he jumps 10 meters high? You can follow him live right at the beach. But don't keep the joy to yourself. Live stream your session to anywhere in the world, reach new heights, and climb up the leaderboard. Join the ultimate kiteboarding game today.
You want to win a 9-meter Nash pivot? Go to biggerkite.com/pivot.
Construction in these remote parts of Brazil presents some monstrous challenges. We've spent the past 5 years perfecting the art of building beautiful hotels, restaurants, and homes in the midst of nature, all while respecting the local habitat. Our team of more than 200 talented professionals thrives in these conditions, from sourcing materials to building sustainably in a sensitive ecosystem. If you want to develop your paradise in Brazil, we're the guys to talk to. We hack the construction. Email us today to build your paradise.
Do you want to join me for a luxury kite clinic on a super yacht in Egypt? I'm going to give you daily kite coaching so you can level up. We're going to kite 6 spots, eat tons of delicious food, and have video analysis in the lounge every day.
All right, we're in the lounge with Nico Gambier.
Hello.
Who just won his heat. He'll be going into round 3.
Yeah.
How was it out there?
Was pretty nice. Nice feeling to win my first heat of the year. And yeah, I had a good time. I mean, the wind is pretty good on the 9. And I made the right call this time. Not using the 8, but the 9. And it was pretty choppy, but pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of questions in the YouTube comments of the stream wondering about the wind speed.
Well, I would say it's about like 30 knots, more or less. I think like maybe 25, 30 sometimes.
And you feel the 9 is a good size there?
Yeah, I think the 9 is good because the wind doesn't have that much density here. So I think you have to be pretty overpowered to get solid height. So yeah, definitely the 9 is the right choice for men currently.
Right, and sometimes it's an advantage to be in the second round, so you're kind of more warmed up and familiar with the conditions. Do you think there's going to be any changes or insights that you gain from that additional round?
Yeah, that's a really good question, Ray, because actually I suffered from that yesterday. I was the first hit of the men after the woman, and I kind of struggled with choosing the right size and having my game really fixed with the chop and everything. And now I know that there's a little bit of current. I know where.
Yep.
I know also where the wind is a little bit dipping. Right. So yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna get back to the action. Thanks for coming by. Choo.
Bye bye.
So here we are, back to the action. Round 2 of the men's division. Here we've got Dennis Petersen and Nelson Gomez. Boys throwing down here already. Double back roll kite loop. Oi, landing it clean. That was the first attempt for Dennis. Up next we've got Nelson. Nelson is in the green lycra. Ready to give it his all. There he goes. Big takeoff. Mega loop laid back roll. Oh, landing it blind. No way. Blind face plant. Unfortunately, not sticking it to get it there, but he was like, just that wasn't enough, so I might as well land blind to just add some difficulty to the trick. But yeah, that's resulted in a crash, so 0 points for Nelson over there. Dennis' first attempt, the double back roll kite loop, scored a 5.15, which is pretty good. Just behind the frame again. Competition zone is changing a little bit because the lagoon is water's level is changing, so the riders are taking off a little bit more to the right. You would say we can move the camera, but it's not that easy. There we go, massive boogie loop. Oh, and an added rotation. Again, a last-minute decision for Nelson there. Oh, unfortunately, a crash. He's like, what am I doing with all this extra time? Okay, let's just add another rotation, but just not in time for the landing. There goes Dennis, loading, popping, good speed, good takeoff. And he's doing a front rotation with a board off and a contra loop. Wow, just keeping it together right in front of the beach there. This spectacle is epic to watch live, but also from the live stream. Getting multiple angles here with the drone from Carlos. Flying all day, every day, the man in the sky. It's pretty tricky to fly around kiteboarders and all these lines, but he knows what he's doing, so they make a good team. So that was the third attempt for Dennis, and now Nelson can come up with another creative move. Let's see what he's got for us this time. Loading, popping, kite loop board off, and landing it clean. Yes, not too blind. He just wanted to make sure that he got a score for this attempt. Here we go. Flying behind Dennis, who's riding full speed, looking for the takeoff spot. Yes. Nice. Back roll board off from the fin with a kite loop. Amazing performance here from Dennis, racking up them points. Judge is definitely loving that clean landing. He's very excited, bunny hopping around. Nelson taking off. Had a little glitch there, wasn't sure what it was. But at least he landed it, so that's some more points for Nelson as well. Both riders have 2 attempts left. Up next is Dennis Petersen again, who showed some great skill by doing that kite loop, back roll, and a board off from the fin. Hoppa, something like that, exactly. Oh, he's got some skills. Dennis riding with the speed, trying to feel the gust. Yep, you see that little preload. And then the pop. He's going for the boogie loop. Curious to see the overall score of this heat. If you want to know more about the scoring, you can go to bakkel.heatscoring.com. So bakl.heatscoring.com to check out how many points each trick gets. You can also see the heat ladder there, so you will be able to see who's up next. Oh, double back roll kite loop. Oh, landing it clean. Nice one. Making his way back into this heat. Because this is the round number 2 of the men's division in heat 11, which is the 3rd heat of the 2nd round. And now we've got one more heat to go. Up next are Stig Hoefnagel from the Netherlands and Juliel Linhares. So let's see who will continue to the next round. Already on to the last attempt for Dennis in this heat. He's leading, but it's very close. So the variety score, which will be added to these 2 highest scoring tricks of the heat, will make up the overall result. So he's probably going to jump right foot forward to show the judges that he can jump both ways. There goes Dennis. Nice unhooked takeoff. Oh, he goes for a back roll handle pass with an added rotation. Yes, he's landing it. Judges are liking that. I think he's securing his spot in the next round with his move. Unhooking is definitely a whole new game in big air, or a whole new game. It's just a difficult game because you need a lot of strength. The timing needs to be good. And if you catch a gust with these powerful kites, the bar can just slip out of your hands and that will result in a massive crash. So definitely adding to the points with a risky and difficult move like that. Here we see Nelson Gomez with his last attempt in this heat. He goes for the double back roll. Oh, double back roll board of kite loop. Oh, did he go for the rewind there? Sorry, my screen was very, very small here. Wow, that was a good move. Let's see what the judges think about that, but it's definitely going to be close. I think Dennis will win it with the overall variety score. Just because he did some nice unhooked handle pass there as well at the last attempt of this heat. So up next we've got Stig and Juliel who will battle it out to make it through to the third round. Stay tuned.
I am Fazenda Moreiras, a farm and an eco park. Miles and miles of sand dunes and lagoons and white vegetation. Untouched vastness. A delicate ecosystem. I am fauna and flora in perfect balance. Luxury and simplicity. Sustainability without sacrificing comfort. Bungalows for sale and for rent. The perfect spot for diving, flying, horse riding. I am 100% off grid and 100% connected to the nature around me. I am a different kind of oasis, an oasis within an oasis called Sierra. What are you waiting for? Fazenda Moreiras.
Welcome to La Ventana.
So up next we will have the last heat of the second round of the men's division. And this is their last chance to make it through to the third round. We got Stig, Hoefnagel and Juliel competing. So the heat will begin soon. You're here with me, Ruben Lenton, at the TatajubaFest of the Big Air Kite League. And up next, we've got Stig Hoefnagel and Juliel Linhares. The boys already showed some epic tricks yesterday. And after that, we will continue to the third round, of course, where the winners of yesterday will show their best tricks again and try to make it through to another round. There we got Stig Hoefnagel riding for Nash and Juliel riding as core. It's about 25 to 30 knots out there. Quite choppy conditions. A lot of water moving, so definitely challenging for the riders to land everything clean. But these are the best big air riders in the world, so let's see what they've got. Curious to see what strategy the riders will go for. Playing it safe for the first two to just get some scores on the board. In these conditions, that might be the best strategy. Just do the tricks that you can definitely land, 10 out of 10. And then try and make things more difficult. Because if you crash your first couple moves, then time is running out. Stress starts building. And they have little chance to pull it together for the next round. So that's why we often see the heats building throughout the time. However, sometimes it just feels great to just come in with a banger and do your most difficult trick right away. Because when you land that, you intimidated the other guy. And you have the highest score and can maybe keep up the lead. Already missing the first jump there. That was Juliel in the green lycra opening up this heat. Sorry, the Stig opened up the heat already. So up next is Stig for his second attempt. And we know Stig has got a couple nice moves with rotations, loops, and board-offs in his repertoire. So there he goes. Oh, only a kite loop laid back roll. Couldn't get his board off, unfortunately. So that won't be a too high scoring trick. Because everyone can do the kite loop laid back roll. Or not. If you're at home watching, this might be some great kiteboarding inspiration. Oh! On how not to do it. A massive crash from Juliel. But riding out of it. Regrouping his mind and hopefully performing better with his next attempt. Here we got Stig already coming in for his third attempt. Left foot forward. Think he's going to try again for that kite loop. Laid back roll board off. There he goes. On the upwind angle. Loading, popping. Sending it with a handle pass. He's unhooked. Handle pass with 2 added rotations. And a butt check on the landing. That's unfortunate. But still, what a risky move to already unhook for your second attempt. If the bar slips out of your hand, then you're going to be crashing and swimming and reeling in your leash to relaunch your kite. So luckily that didn't happen and it was just a butt check. Nice. There we go with the kite loop board off. Very stylish from Juliel. All the riders are prepping also for the next round. They know it's the real deal right now. Round 3 of the men's division will go on the way straight after this. So definitely stay tuned. Here we go, Stiggy. Stiggy going for a kite loop board of laid back row and unfortunately not feeling the timing on that one. Ditching his board. Stiggy not in the zone for this one. He's only got 2 more attempts left to keep the lead in this heat. And then in round 3 of the men division, in heat number 13, we'll have Stijn, Carlito, Martinez, and Toon Monteiro. In this round 2, we only see 2 riders in the heat. In the next round, we'll be back to 3 riders in the heat. And each rider will get 20 seconds as soon as their flag goes up to perform their takeoff and their trick. And then they have 6 attempts to put 2 highest scoring tricks on the board. And here we've got a triple back roll kite loop. He was going for the spinner there. Spin it to win it. Unfortunately crashing out, bombing out on the landing. Here we got Stig. Stig Hoefnagel coming in. He's going for that handle pass again. Yes. With 2 added rotations on the way down. The scary thing about the handle pass is that you still butt checking on that landing, not fully controlling. He will get some points for that, but unfortunately not clean. So yeah, the risk about handle pass is that you unhook from your harness and you have all the weight, all the power of this big air kite, which is a very lofty, powerful machine, on your arms. So you have to hang on to it with all that you have, and then pass the bar behind your back. And there's quite some risk involved. Here we see a 1080 triple forward rotation for Juliel, maybe adding to his variety score, but there was no loop, no board off. So it won't be scoring too high, I'm afraid. There's Stig. He's riding his 9-meter kite, which is quite classic for Brazil. 9 prime. Stiggy is going to jump right foot forward. Maybe to add to his variety score, which can save his balls for this heat. As Juliel is currently in the lead. Oh, he's turning around, jumping left foot forward. Time is ticking, and this is his last move. I think he's going to do the kite loop board off late back roll, as he has got that one down most of the time. So he needs to get that score on the board. Yep, there he goes. No, his kite was shooting through the window a bit too low. Didn't catch him in time, not enough height. Bummer, Stiggy. And Juliel on his last attempt in this heat. Already leading the heat. And then just with a kite loop. 2 stylish grabs on the way down. And that was the end of this heat. Stay tuned for some real talk in the next round. Round number 3. The men's division. TatajubaFest, Big Air Kite League.
What's up, dude? Do you want to join me for a luxury kite clinic on a super yacht in Egypt? I'm going to give you daily kite coaching so you can level up. We're going to kite 6 spots, eat tons of delicious food, you're going to need it, and have video analysis in the lounge every day. We're going to make great memories with amazing homies, but spots are limited, so be sure to book your cabin now before they're all sold out.
I am Fazenda Moreias. I am a different kind of oasis. Luxury and simplicity. Bungalows for sale and for rent.
All right, welcome back to the lounge. Mauricio at Kitesurfing World is back here. How's it going, man?
I'm fine, and you?
Oh, man, I'm doing excellent. Not only because we're in Tatajuba with cranking wind and some of the top riders in the sport absolutely throwing down, but because I've learned that Mauricio is actually from a state in Brazil, Minas Gerais, which is famous for their pão de queijo.
Yes.
And pão de queijo is this amazing Brazilian food, snack, and most kite surfers, I would say, are fueled from this by Brazilian breakfast. And I myself have actually been on an adventure and a mission to find the best pão de queijo in the world.
Yes, the challenge is here.
The challenge is here. Raio do mundo no procura a pão de queijo perfeito.
Yes.
And the adventure continues now in Tatajuba while we're waiting for this next heat. So, Mauricio, we've been very blessed to have some pão de queijo prepared with love by Portal do Vento.
Thank you, Portal do Vento.
Yes, it's been made with love. You can see here, this pão de queijo, does it look legit?
Look like delicious.
It looks delicious.
Looks delicious.
Okay, now today also we have a little bit different thing. There's also some carne or some meat that goes with it. I've never had it like this. So let's get into this review. How do you prepare this? Could you show me?
Yeah, we can do like this. Let me show you.
Okay. So he's grabbing the knife here, cutting the pão de queijo. Oh, yes. Delicioso.
Maybe this is carne de sol.
Carne de sol.
Carne de sol. Pão de queijo com carne de sol. Isso é uma iguaria in Brazil. This is delicious in all Brazil. This is a little bit Ceará, because the northeast of Brazil we eat a lot of carne de sol. And this one, pão de queijo here, is from Minas Gerais. This is a combination of northeast of Brazil and Minas Gerais at the same time. You are so...
Wow, I kind of just went full send on this one here. Maybe... Okay, so we have 1 minute right now to give this review. I think I cannot go back on this full send. Should we try this?
He likes carne de sol.
I love
too.
carne de sol. Okay, let's see this.
Let's see this.
Incrível. O que você acha?
Excellent combination. The flavor is awesome.
De sabor, de carne primeiro e depois de pão de queijo. Perfeito.
I will speak with Portuguese too. O sabor do pão de queijo, a consistência do pão de queijo junto com o sabor da carne de sol tornou essa iguaria uma combinação perfeita do nordeste do Brasil com a região sudeste do Brasil, que é de onde vem o pão de queijo. Sensacional.
Nós temos 20 segundos para We have 20 seconds until the next heat.
Yes.
What is your review? What is your number? Aponta.
Well, my how can I want to win?
How does this compare? This pão de queijo.
This is pão de queijo compare with some athlete.
What's the number you're going to give?
My number is a 9 because don't it's hot right now.
Okay, 9.0. It's not hot enough.
9.0. It's a 9 point.
I'm going to say. I'm saying this is.
Tell me you.
A 9.99 because I've not had this. It's another level. It's almost. It's perfeito. 9.99. Okay,
Very
there you
good.
have it. Thank you, Mauricio, for coming by the lounge for
so great.
the pão de queijo review.
Thank you.
All right, back to the action. Choo! How good is this sponge occasion?
So welcome back here to the TatajubaFest from the Big Air Kite League with the world's best kiteboarders battling it out for the highest scoring tricks. And in this first heat of round 3 of the men's division, we've got Stijn Mul in the yellow lycra. Then we've got Carlito Martinez in the green and Toon Monteiro in the blue lycra. As soon as their flag will go up, they will have 20 seconds in order to find the perfect takeoff and perform their highest scoring trick. Then it will be on to the next rider, and each rider will have 6 attempts before the heat is over and the final score will be made up. What the riders are, or what the judges are looking for is difficulty and height. This is big air kiteboarding, and we want to see the most difficult tricks being landed clean. And then an overall variety score will be added, depending if you jump left foot forward, right foot forward, do rotations each way, and add some board offs in between, and maybe some handle passes even. The variety score can be a total of 4. Here we have a doobie loop board off. A doobie loop is 2 front rotations with a board off, unfortunately crashing. Stijn Mul kicked off this heat with his first attempt, scoring a 4.6. Then Carlito had a crash, and we just saw Toon Monteiro crash as well. What? Why is everything going back to 0? Is this Stijn? Stijn Mul going for a nice boogie loop board off. Stretching out his hand to keep his balance and to stop his rotation. Landing it clean there, so he's stoked on that. Up next we got our stylish Carlito Martinez. Let's see what he's got. Yeah, there goes Carlito. Whoa. Ooh, boogie loop. But the kite came around very weird. He went very inverted, not that high. Probably won't score that big. So I think they restarted the scores. As you can see, Stijn Mul is only 1 attempt. That was his boogie loop board off that we just saw. And now Toon Monteiro will come up. Riding full speed, looking for a takeoff spot, finding the guards, building up that tension. Preload, pop, behind the stage. Sorry about that. So up next we have Stijn Mul again. Stijn in the yellow lycra. There he is. Found him with the drone. Is he going to jump right foot forward or is he going to turn around? Looks like he's riding slow and he's going to turn around. The last information coming through is that the conditions are dropping a little bit and that the wind is not strong enough for the riders to perform their big air moves. So we might postpone this heat a little bit. We always are depending on Mother Nature, so let's take good care of her. Not only for our oxygen, but also for our beautiful kiting conditions. So let's see what the judges say that they want to do. Looks like it's still on. Oh, here we got Monteiro with a doobie loop board off, landing clean. Super stoked on this trick. What a move. Riding away from that. Absolutely amazing. Crowd on the beach stoked. And up next we've got Stijn Mul again, trying to better his scores. There he goes. They're loading, popping. And a kite loop, laid back roll board off. Absolutely incredible. Nice work, Stijn. Landing it clean. Now it's up to Carlito again. And Carlito is a very stylish rider. We saw that yesterday. Hopefully he can get his landings a little bit better today. Loading, popping, doing that boogie loop, doobie loop board off. Oh yes, and he's got the landing on that one. Nicely held together there, Carlito. Up next we got Tone Monteiro, where are you at? What's Stone gonna do for us? Yeah, there he goes. Oh, nice. Double back roll. Board off kite loop. He's on fire. Yeah, boy. That was great. Stoked on that one. Racking up them points. Just what he needs in this heat to make his way to the top. So now it's Stijn Mul's attempt. Let's see what Stijn has got for us this time. He wants to go big, he wants to make it difficult, and he wants to land clean. That's the goal. So let's see. You can feel the speed here with the drone, really nice. And there he goes for the double back roll board off kite loop. Oh, and landing it clean. Lekker boy. Nice work there. Stijn getting them points. Definitely for that one. You see Monteiro also scored well in his last jump there. And is now on top. But let's see when Stijn's score come in. Here we got Carlito. What has he got for us? Let's see. There he goes. Double back roll. Board off. Oh, very late from the fin. Unfortunately not the height he was needing for this trick. So that was a crash for Carlito there, bummer. I hope you're enjoying the show here in the third round of the men's division. A few more attempts left. Whoa, nice. Back roll, tic-tac board off, and a kite loop. Unfortunately, also not the height he needed to perform this trick well. Now we're flying on our way to Stijn Mul on the wide prototype kite again. There he goes, load and pop. Nice back roll, tic-tac, kite loop, crash. Unfortunately for Stijn, not landing this trick. I mean, it is difficult in these challenging conditions. 25 knots, a lot of chop. But Stijn Mul is leading this heat now, and here we got Carlito unhooked. Doing his handle pass with 2 added rotations on the way down and landing it clean. What a move from Carlito. Definitely what he needed to get some extra points there. And this will be nice for his variety score as well, which will be given at the end of the heat for the overall performance and the variety of the moves. So the riders have 2 more attempts left. Now we've got Stijn Mul again. Sorry, Toon Monteiro coming in with an epic trick, hopefully. A lot of speed, and you see the guys jumping a little bit like that, loading and then popping. Now you can just jump with a little bit more board pressure and a little bit more tension. Unfortunately, not the takeoff he was hoping for. Toon Monteiro. Not going for this takeoff. He's turning around. Time is ticking for Stijn. What's he gonna do? I think he will go again for that back roll. Oh, no, he's going for a boogie loop. Boogie loop board off and an added rotation on the way down. Unfortunately, not coming out correctly for the landing. Scores are very close in this heat between Stijn, Carlito and Toon. So the variety score which will be added will definitely make a big impact to see who will advance to the next round. Oh, we got a doobie loop from Carlito. Nice 2 forward inverted rotations whilst looping his kite backwards. So now we are on to the last attempt for each rider in this heat. Who will take home the win of this heat? Will it be Toon Monteiro, Carlito Martinez, or Stijn Mul? Here we see Toon Monteiro in the blue lycra, heading out to the sandbar to find some flat water. And there he goes, load. No, aborting his takeoff. Didn't feel the right power or the right gust for what he needs to go huge. So he turned around and needs to be quick now. Yeah, there he goes, takes off. Just a boogie loop with a rewind. That wasn't done on purpose, that trick, I think. The second rotation, he kind of fell into that. So the judges see this because the judges are very skilled riders themselves, so they can see in fine detail which move was intended, how the move is performed, and how it should be performed. Oh, there goes Stijn, unhooked. Unfortunately crashing.
I am Fazenda Moreiras, a farm and an eco-park. Miles and miles of sand dunes and lagoons and white vegetation. Untouched vastness. A delicate ecosystem. I am fauna and flora in perfect balance. Luxury and simplicity. Sustainability without sacrificing comfort. Bungalows for sale and for rent. The perfect spot for diving, flying, horse riding. I am 100% off-grid and 100% connected to the nature around me. I am a different kind of oasis, an oasis within an oasis called Ceruti. What are you waiting for? Fazenda Moreiras.
Yo! So you can win 1 week of accommodation at 2 luxury hotels right here in Brazil. And guys, they are amazing. Super easy to enter. Just head over to bigairkite.com/luxury. And good luck. Ciao!
All right, we're in the lounge with Jasmine Cho.
Hi.
So you might be a little mad at me. I ate your pasta yesterday.
You did. I was very hungry. I was hangry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that was an accident. And I also just had a really nice ponjikeju party in the lounge that you just missed. So I hope
man.
you're not too hangry right now.
Okay. No, I'm not hungry right now at the moment.
That's good, because I have a question for you.
Okay.
Now, you do not work with Backle, but
No.
you are uniquely close to the organization, as
Yes.
Mike McDonald is your husband.
Yes, that's true.
Could you tell us a little bit about that dynamic of being so close and not working with and being married to Mike McDonald?
Yeah, so we like to keep business side and family things a little bit separated. He does ask me for input and advice and just some suggestions, but I'm not affiliated with Backle. I don't I don't work with Backle. It's funny because a lot of people do ask me questions. They think that I'm part of the organization, and I know a lot of answers just because, I overhear things. I'm right next to everything, but I'm not officially at liberty to give answers, officially. So I like to stay separated.
Right. Yeah, and I did make the mistake once of calling you.
You did?
When I needed to get a Backle question from Mike.
Oh.
And
that happens a lot.
You don't want to do that. Yeah, just wait for Mike.
Well, actually, it's because Mike doesn't respond to people a lot of times, and so people will ask me to hey, can you tell Mike to look at his phone? But if you really need Mike, you just gotta call him.
You gotta call him.
You just gotta call him. Because
Yeah.
sometimes he doesn't look at messages so much.
Yeah, and so again, you've seen this competition come together.
Yeah.
I know that there was a lot of challenges that come together to make something like this happen. Yeah. How was that from your perspective?
This one was especially challenging. I mean, when we were in Oman maybe over a month ago, I just witnessed Mike go through a lot. He was spending so much of his time and energy, really trying to raise money to make TatajubaFest happen this year. And, there was times where he wasn't sleeping. He'd be sleeping 3 hours, and then he'd wake up in the middle of the night just with, anxiety and stress and, couldn't go back to sleep. So then he'd start to work. And I watched him go through that. And it was really sad. Actually, I don't want to see my husband that stressed. And truly, this was the most stressed I've ever seen him in our entire time together. But he pulled it off. He was able to make the money and raise the money in order to make this competition happen. But it was not easy. And this comp definitely has the most money that he's ever raised for any comp that he's run himself. And so, I'm really proud of him, and it's been such an amazing experience so far. Really, it's a festival. There's been so many awesome excursions, and the downwinder we had yesterday was so much fun to Moreiras. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, I'm so glad that it all came together. We're cut. We've been cut off. All right.
Okay.
Ciao, ciao.
Okay, straight back into the heat. In the yellow lycra, we have Michiel Schipper. In the green lycra, Luca Ceruti from South Africa. And then we have Nicolas Gambier. All three riders scoring pretty good yesterday. And here we see a doobie loop gone wrong. Unfortunately crashing. He was hesitated for that added rotation. Lekker. Luca showing what he's made of. This kid is housing a lot of talent. Just like you see there, plenty of style, plenty of height, and just superb control. Let's see how he starts building the difficulty and tricks throughout the heat. But Michiel scored a 13-point heat. Also Luca, 13-point heat. And then we've got Nicolas. There goes Michiel again. Oh, quite a butt check on the landing there. So now we got Luca. Where's Luca? Luca, there he is. We're going for that classic front row board off contra loop. Very clean, stylish, confident. Now it's Nicolas' turn again. There he goes, loading. Yeah, not really. Is he gonna do it? Yes, he is. There goes the nice boogie loop board off. Unfortunately crashing on that landing there. That was a bummer for Nicolas. But Luca's currently leading the heat. Now we've got Michiel Schipper. Boom, double back roll kite loop. Landing it clean. No board off added, so it won't be a super high scoring trick. But anyways, racking up some points for Michiel Schipper there. Now we've got the pleasure of watching Luca perform. I just spoke to him and he was very eager to get back out there as he needed to set things right from yesterday. Landing blind, epic. That was a great move from Luca there. I'm not sure if he ever tried that before. Sorry we didn't get the best view of that. So Nicolas in the blue lycra onto his third attempt. There he goes. Nice boogie loop board off. Ah, still not getting the height. And just bombing out on the landing. Now all riders had 3 attempts. So that means we're halfway through this heat. With Michiel Schipper up next to try and better his score. So riding full speed, really feeling the wind, getting the right angle, preloading, then popping. And just a back roll kite loop. Unfortunately not what he was hoping for. I'm sure he was intending something with a board off and a rotation. Now again, Luca Ceruti. What have we got? He's going to jump the other way for his variety score. Always good. There we go with Luca. Just a switch doobie loop. Landing it, so definitely scoring some points. Not what I expected though. Expected something more difficult. Riding in a competition is always harder than free riding, but if you see these boys free ride, it's absolutely incredible as well. Just playing with the wind and playing with gravity. Now we got Nicolas on his 4th attempt. What has he got? Up, loading. Double back roll kite loop. Oh, just pulling it together. It's getting into a very weird position at the landing there. Now Michiel Schipper has to step it up. Let's see what he's got. Boom! Nice one. Back roll, TikTok, board off, kite loop, but not landing it. Unfortunately, out of balance to get his board on in time. And it is quite tricky if you're doing three things at the same time. And then if you can't get your board on, then it's hard to land bare feet. I wonder if it counts if you just ride out barefoot skiing, full speed, pulling a Yannick. Now Nicolas is ready for his 5th attempt. Didn't quite see what Luca did there. But at least he's jumping. No, he's also turning around. A lot of jumps with the left foot forward. Most riders, they do have a preference of jumping to the left or jumping to the right. So it's good to see it being mixed up. There he goes, load, steer the kite, pop, board off contra loop with forward rotation. Nice. Unfortunately crashing this trick. That will definitely help him to stay in the lead of this heat. But it looks like you might be giving Luca another chance to take over that first place. Michiel Schipper, yes! Now landing that board off kite loop from the fin with 2 back rotations. His buddies are stoked for him. Yeah, boy. Yeehaw! Stijn cheering him on. That's it. Yeah, boys. Oh, yeah, do some more rotations, bro. Yeah. Absolutely great. Here comes Luca in the green lycra. Going full speed, catching big air. Doing a doobie loop board off. Ah, not getting the landing together on that one. Unfortunately, not the lofty touchdown that he was hoping for in order to get his board on. It is a puzzle. And sometimes you're just missing a piece. So now with the last jump of this heat from Nicolas. Before we continue with the next heat. Heat 15 of round 3 with Scott Barendsen, Xavier, Kain and Juliel. Here we've got Nicolas riding left foot forward, Loading. Popping. Taking off. Unfortunately losing his foot out of the foot strap. And yeah, very unhappy with that, which I can imagine. So stay tuned for the next round, or the next heat of round number 3 of the men's division here at the Kite Fest Tatajuba.
Do you want to join me for a luxury kite clinic on a super yacht in Egypt? I'm going to give you daily kite coaching so you can level up. We're going to kite 6 spots, eat tons of delicious food, and have video analysis in the lounge every day.
All right, we're in the lounge with Jason. How's it going, man?
Yeah, it's going good, bro. Just watched Luca get out from his heat now. He rode super well. But yeah, it's been a super action-packed day. It's been awesome to watch. And hopefully the win comes through tomorrow again so we can keep pushing to finish this event.
Keep pushing it through.
Yeah,
exactly.
sure.
And so you're traveling all the way from
South Africa. Yeah.
Wow, okay. Man, I've heard a lot of people curious as to just how much it costs the average kite surfer, pro kite surfer, to get around and travel around the world. I mean, people are kind of amazed at the lifestyle of kite surfers.
Yeah, for sure. It is expensive, especially Europe, especially for South Africans as well with the currency.
Yeah.
It's costly, bro.
Man, like ballpark, how much does it cost to get here from South Africa, everything included?
For me, Europe was around, I don't want to be dropping these numbers here, but Europe was around, in rands, about 120,000 rand just to be there and living on a pretty tight budget. So around 8 to 10,000 euros.
Yeah. And that's for how long of a trip? For summer
I was
season?
there for 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. And so
That's
you're on the global circuit as well?
Yeah. I'm trying to do all the stops of the backhaul. I was going to do the GKA stop as well, but unfortunately I had to go back because of visa complications. Another benefit traveling from South Africa.
Yes.
And I'm also in Mega Loop Challenge, so we'll see if that happens this year still.
All right. Well, I'm really glad that you made it here. We're going to get back to the action now.
Sweet.
But looking forward to the future heats.
Sweet. Thanks, bro.
Ciao.
Cheers.
Seconds to go. We are 30 seconds out from the next heat. In this heat you will find Scott Barendsen, Xavier Kain and Juliel Linhares, who all made it now to the 3rd round and can battle it out to make it through to the 4th round. Scores from the previous heat is Michiel Schipper coming in 1st, Luca Ceruti 2nd, and Nicolas came in 3rd. So that means Luca is out, Michiel continues. So in this heat, in the yellow lycra, we'll have Scott Barendsen, already showing an epic display of tricks yesterday. Trying to find Scott for his first attempt in this heat. His flag is up, ready to go, ready to send it. He's turning around. It's going to be quite a tough heat. There he goes. Yes, double back roll, mega loop. Oh, with an added rotation, just wiping out there. Unfortunately, not keeping it together. Better luck next time. He has got 5 attempts left in this heat. Up next, we got Xavier, who performed really well yesterday. Even above his own expectations, I think, because he landed some epic moves. And I think now he's hungry for more. He's got the hang of it. And here we see him riding full speed, loading and popping. And then that massive doobie loop with an added rotation. So that's a 1080 rotation forward whilst looping the kite backwards. I think he was quite stoked on that one because he got some nice height. Maybe a little sloppy on the landing there, but hey. First attempt for this heat. Way to start off. All right, the second to last heat of this men's division, round number 3. There we go. Epic back roll board off kite loop. Landing it clean for Juliel. He's got the hang of it as well. In the previous heats, we already saw him get more and more comfortable. And that's what competition does. With spectators on the beach, live stream running, the boys are ready to throw it on. Now here we got Scott Barendsen again in the yellow lycra. Hopefully sticking the landing this time. You see him loading, popping, getting some nice height on that. Double back roll kite loop, triple back roll kite loop. Also riding his 9-meter kite. Here we are with Xavier, looking for another massive trick. Trying to find the right speed. Loading and popping. Sending a huge double back roll. With a nice nose grab to style the points out. Style the points out for some extra style points, I meant to say. Style out your points, man. I want some stylish points. Get them on. Great that you're watching TatajubaFest, Big Air Kite League. With the world's best big hair riders. Here we see Monteiro. Sorry, Juliel Linhares. Unfortunately, bombing out on the landing. Now all eyes are on Scott Barendsen again. Is he going to jump to the right or is he going to turn around again? No, he's going to jump to the right. He's taking off. Double front roll contra loop. Just to keep the variation up. Not only kite loops, also contra loops. Means looping with your front hand instead of your back hand. Creating a total different dynamic throughout the trick. We see a lot of riders playing around with it and getting very creative with the dynamics of kiteboarding. And it's very addictive. The progression keeps you hungry and keeps you coming back for more. Now even with my shattered ankle, which is working again and I can kite again, it's hard to hold myself back because we're just addicted to sending it. And here goes Xavier. Great takeoff. Epic boogie loop with the board off. Very stylish. All the time in the world to even add in that little nose grab at the end. Clean landing. And I think we get some nice scores for that because it was high. It was a very difficult move. And he performed it very well. Great execution there from Xavier. Now Juliel. Ready to go. Double back roll kite loop. Not getting the height and style he was hoping for. So all riders had 3 attempts right now, with a total of 6 attempts possible in a heat. We will have Scott Barendsen going for his 4th attempt. As soon as his flag goes up, he has 20 seconds to take off and perform his best trick. The tide is filling in here. The lagoon is filling up. We're getting surrounded by water as Scott Barendsen is taking off. With a nice kite loop, laid back roll board off. Unfortunately, didn't get his board on and crashed his attempt. Here goes Xavier. Xavier with another great takeoff. And he goes for the board off contra loop. Unfortunately, not finding the right balance to get his board back on. And basically trying to land as soft as possible and as close to his board as possible, so he doesn't waste any energy and time. Now Juliel on his 4th attempt in this heat. Building up the speed. Little load. Good edge for a nice pop and a nice boogie loop. Oh, board off with an added rotation, unfortunately crashing. After this heat, we already have the last heat of the round 3 of the men's division. With Mikolaj Sitarc, Beto Gomez, always great entertainment, and Dennis Petersen. It's going to be an epic heat, so stay tuned. While Scott Barendsen is going for his 5th attempt. Very confused where the kite went. Was it a doobie loop? Or was it something with a contra loop? You tell me. Xavier currently leading the heat, with Scott Barendsen in 2nd and Juliel in 3rd. But remember, to these scores there will be a variety score added at the end of the heat for your overall performance and variety. So that can change the result. Look at that trick, double forward board off. Oi, stoked on that one. I think Xavier sealing the deal with that. I think it was a double forward board off with a contra loop. Very difficult move. And Juliel, what is his answer? He answers with a just a double back roll kite loop. He tried to take his board off midair, but unfortunately couldn't reach it. It is quite tricky to get your body into the right position whilst doing 3 tricks at the same time, and looping and spinning and trying to take your board off. Everything needs to be in balance and in flow. Otherwise you just cannot put it together. So here comes Scott Barendsen with his last attempt to save his spot in the next round. So what does he got? He needs to go for sure. Oh, double back roll, kite loop with an added rotation. So 1080 back roll with a kite loop. Not the most difficult trick, so I doubt he will overtake Xavier. Curious to see what variety score will come into play. Hoppa, Xavier amping up the crowd, feeling the stoke. Riding another very solid heat, just like we saw him perform yesterday. Very steady rider, he's going unhooked. Oh no! Just as he tried to unhook, his the nose of his board dipped into the water and made him tumble forward. So that was a missed attempt for Xavier, unfortunately. Otherwise, that would have added to his variety score if he did a nice handle pass unhooked. This might be Xavier's or Scott's lucky day, because there might be a slight chance that the variety score will be on his side. Although I think Xavier definitely earning it in this heat. Oh, Juliel in the last attempt, rocking a solid double back roll board of kite loop. That was wicked. So let's see, the judges are on. So in the next heat, we will have Mikolaj Sitarc, Beto Gomez, and Dennis Petersen. Very exciting heat coming up right up, so stay tuned.
Welcome to Alchemist Beach Club. Indulge in delicious food. Soak up the sun. Play to your heart's content. In the lagoon of paradise.
Construction in these remote parts of Brazil presents some monstrous challenges. We've spent the past 5 years perfecting the art of building beautiful hotels, restaurants, and homes in the midst of nature, all while respecting the local habitat. Our team of more than 200 talented professionals thrives in these conditions, from sourcing materials to building sustainably in a sensitive ecosystem. If you want to develop your paradise in Brazil, we're the guys to talk to. We hack the construction. Email us today to build your paradise.
We're in the lounge with Luca. How was the heat out there, man?
Yeah, it was super challenging, gusty conditions, choppy, but yeah, super fun to compete today.
Super fun in the conditions, despite how wild it is. You can see that that little spit has now kind of been completely submerged under the water. What were the most challenging parts of your heat?
I would say just finding those the good gusts and having a solid takeoff, and yeah, just putting those together and making sure to see what you can do with it, and yeah, that was together probably the hardest thing.
Right on, right on. And so, what's next for you after this?
So yeah, next for me, I'm gonna head over to Denmark to Hawaii, and yeah, let's see if the storm pulls through. Yeah, that's the plan for now.
All right. Well, we'll see how that all turns out. Yeah. Thanks for coming through, and awesome riding, man.
Sick. Thanks,
all right,
bro.
Back to the action.
And we're on. Let's go. Straight fire. Epic trick by Mikolaj kicking off his first attempt proper with some good height. Multiple rotations. Let's see what the judges think about that. And up next we got crowd pleaser, crowd favorite, Beto Gomez. Who had a harsh travel deal coming here, but still, with his sheer determination, made it possible to come all the way out. Oi! Quadruple front roll with a kite loop. Way to kick things off, brother man. Unwinding his bar like that, always smiling. Look at the smile, like woo-hoo-hoo. Loving it. The crowd is absolutely loving it. Beto is loving it. I'm loving it. I hope you're loving it. What an epic action here in the last heat of the men's division of round number 3. So how is Dennis Petersen gonna answer all of this mayhem right here? There he goes in the. Yep, right foot forward. Double back roll kite loop. Oi, skipping out on the landing, butt check. Not stoked on that. But trying his best in these challenging conditions. What makes it challenging is the gusts and the chop. The tide is moving in and out of the lagoon all day long. And the currents are always changing, so you have to be very aware. Hoppa, loading and fully into that edge pop with a double, triple front roll contra loop. Mikolaj on fire. That's it. Beto in first place with a nice 6.82 for that quadruple front roll kite loop. Or a doobie loop with 2 added rotations, if you want to call it that. TatajubaFest, Big Air Kite League, best kiteboarders in the world, showing you what they've got here in Brazil. Hoppa, that was Beto with a back roll kite loop rewind. And landing it, crowd going crazy again. The rewind is when you first spin backwards and then change direction, so another spin forward. One way to unwind your lines, right? And Beto doing it whilst the kite is looping and he's hanging 10 meters in the air. Dennis Petersen feeling the pressure from these other 2 strong riders in this heat. Hoppa, loading and popping. Chaka. Nice front roll board off contra loop, but bombing out on the landing. He's jumping a little bit too far to the inside where the wind is a little bit more gusty. So it's very hard to time your tricks and land proper. Looking forward to what Mikolaj has in store for us right now. Definitely has got the skills. There he goes, loading, popping, sending the kite. Yes. Oh, unfortunately losing the board during that contra loop forward spin board off. Resulting in a crash, so 0 points. Beto Gomez leading the heat right now with 2 very high scoring tricks. Oh no, sorry, I thought it was a 6 as well, but it's a 4.45. I'm watching from a very small screen. The other screen died, so just doing my best here. I hope you're watching all from a massive screen back home. Or your phone. Whee, here we got Beto. Nice kite loop, laid back roll board off. Very stylish, great height. And again, once again, making the crowd go crazy here on the beach. You hear him scream, getting wild. Again, Dennis Petersen with the blue light crowd about to take off. Riding full speed on the inside. Oi, is he missing it? Oi. No, gusty wind on the inside makes you drop out. Don't do that. Not clever. If you just cannot find the right tension or the right gust or the right takeoff spot, that's a harsh deal because you only have 20 seconds to perform your takeoff and land your trick. So that was unlucky for Dennis. Hopefully he decides to jump a little bit closer to the sandbar for some better wind. Riding competitions always comes down to strategy and clean landings. Here we just see a nice forward roll with a contra loop from Mikolaj. Up next we've got Beto Gomez coming in for his 4th attempt. Beto riding right foot forward again. Riding towards the point, finding a nice piece of flat water or a great chop to pop from. Combined with timing it with a gust. It is a challenge. Oh, he's going to turn around. He's going to jump left foot forward. Building up his speed, keeping his kite low. Looking far ahead to find the perfect spot. Then moving his kite up a little bit, doing that preload and pop. And then again, triple rotation kite loop. This man is wild. Crazy Beto style. Dennis Petersen, ready for his 4th attempt. Gonna jump right foot forward. Great decision as the wind is a bit better on the outside. Curious to see what he's gonna bring, but Carlos Robles has got an epic drone shot here for us so we can follow him full speed. Oh, is he unhooking? No, unfortunately not the trick he was hoping for. As soon as your takeoff messes up, your whole trick messes up, and it's better to just abort your trick and play it safe. Oh, he's got it about it. Here we got Mikolaj. Jumping on the inside. No, not catching the right wind. Only able to perform a simple kite loop with a bar spin, which won't score good. He won't better his score. Out of the 6 attempts, your 2 highest scoring tricks will be taken into account, accompanied by a variety score, resulting in the overall result. So Beto's got 2 more tricks left. Some great entertainment coming up. Can promise you that. Epic drone shot with the sunset in the background. Whoppa! Triple forward rotation board off contra loop. Unfortunately, not the timing it right. And crashing this one. The more wind, the higher they can jump. But Brazil is a fluffy kiteboarding mecca. So here, lots of good progression. Lots of new technical, creative tricks. If you haven't been to Brazil, definitely come down and check it out. Epic kiteboarding conditions all along the coast. And some great parties, let me tell you that. Might be playing tonight. If you're around the area, come for a boogie. Here we go, Dennis Petersen. Again, jumping to the inside. Left foot forward. Taking it again too far to the inside, in my opinion. But he's unhooking. Chaos. Double forward crash. The most complete rider knows how to keep his head cool, has the right strategy, and knows how to read the conditions. And then again, you still need to have the skills and the balls to nail all these epic tricks. Hey. Mikolaj unfortunately crashing that one. Seems like the wind is going down a little bit as well. So let's see what the judges decide to do. If the riders say it's not suitable anymore, they will let us know. But for now, there's still some action going on. This is the last heat of the third round of the men's division. Thanks for tuning into the TatajubaFest from the Big Air Kite League here in Brazil. My name is Ruben Lenton. And here's Beto Gomez showing what he's got. Nice doobie loop. 2 forward rotations, very inverted, whilst looping the kite backwards. And again, big smile on his face as always. This is maybe the happiest kid on the planet, man. Look at him. Loving it. Mwah! Incredible performance. Nice work, Beto. Here we've got Dennis Petersen. The last trick of this heat, the last trick of this round. Here goes unhooked. Back roll. Oh, he wanted to go for the handle pass, but didn't make it happen, so it just became a 1080 back roll unhooked. And unfortunately crashing it. So that was it for this heat with Beto Gomez. Probably in first place. The variety score still has to be added. But with the height and the difficult tricks he performed here, I'm sure he's going to take home the win. So yeah, there he goes. The results just came through. Beto Gomez proceeding to the next round. Stay tuned for more action. I'll check what the wind is doing.
I am Fazenda Moreiras, a farm and an eco park. Miles and miles of sand dunes and lagoons and white vegetation. Untouched vastness. A delicate ecosystem. I am fauna and flora in perfect balance. Luxury and simplicity. Sustainability without sacrificing comfort. Bungalows for sale and for rent. The perfect spot for diving, flying, horse riding. I am 100% off-grid and 100% connected to the nature around me. I am a different kind of oasis, an oasis within an oasis called Ceruti. What are you waiting for? Fazenda Moreiras.
What's up, dude? Do you want to join me for a luxury kite clinic on a super yacht in Egypt? I'm going to give you daily kite coaching so you can level up. We're going to kite 6 spots, eat tons of delicious food, you're going to need it, and have video analysis in the lounge every day. We're going to make great memories with amazing homies, but spots are limited, so be sure to book your cabin now before they're all sold out.
You want to win a 9-meter Nash pivot? Go to bigairkite.com/pivot.
Put my mouth on this is disgusting. How many people have put their mouth on this already?
All right, we're in the lounge with Carly. How's it going?
It's going good, Ray. What's up?
Oh man. Okay, so this is kind of an interesting story. You were born and birthed in the crazy conditions of Maui, and to you, it can be really hard to get a full, firm report of like how conditions actually are. What are the ideal conditions for your riding?
Ideal conditions. I remember you asked me this like the other day, and you're like, "Yeah, Maui's so gusty," and I was like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Exactly. And I didn't ask you this either. You were like undercover from Maui and didn't tell me, and then made me like, I've been there for like 2 months, and you're just like,
you were just rambling on about how you're in this beautiful place called Maui. And had all the things that you could ever want to do with water sports. And I was just staring at you like, oh my God, this guy has no idea I'm born and raised from there.
Yeah, she got me. She got me.
I got you good.
So, what are your ideal conditions?
Ideal conditions would have to be northeast.
Oh, you know what? We're going to have to come back to this because the heat just started.
Okay.
Let's get
Maybe
to that,
next time.
and maybe we'll get her ideal conditions. Choo!
So here we are, continuing with the men's division. Round number 4 already.
All right. I am side by side with Ruben Lenton, the man, the legend. Never thought this day would come. What an honor. Boom, and a big kite loop board off laid back from the fin. Oh, unfortunately, Jeremy not sticking it there.
Oh, Jeremy Berlando, this kid inspires me, impresses me. I hope he can pull it together because insane talent, skills, tricks. Absolutely love watching this kid ride.
Yeah, what a legend, eh? I think he's a lot like you guys, the original dudes. Kevin and Lewis, Ruben, Azza, those guys out there, all masters of the freestyle. I mean, those guys could do it all back in the day, and Jeremy is no different. Doobie loop there, a little bit of a dangle, but he sticks it.
Doobie loop from Xavier, who performed very well yesterday and again today, making it to the 4th round today. He must be very stoked. There with a doobie loop indeed.
And the beautiful people of Brazil. No shortage of them around here.
Cheers, babe. So we got Mike here. Get high with Mike. Thanks for putting on this epic competition. Your vision, your sheer determination, absolutely much appreciated. Pushing the sport, taking care of the riders, and putting on this epic show with a doobie loop board off.
Oh my
for Josué.
God, beautiful.
Absolutely wicked.
I love how low he puts that kite when he's going into it. Look at that. Super low kite, amazing edging, beautiful riding.
Very stylish and very well contained. Very controlled, confident rider. So here we have Jeremy with his 2nd attempt.
Look at the spray coming off the board there.
Nice height, very chill style. Board off from the fin with a kite loop. No props.
Easy.
How cool can you do?
Now, guys, that is a trick that I think less than 6 people in the world can do. The kite loop board off laid back at the fin. It's actually interesting. The back roll kite loop board off laid back is quite a bit easier than the kite loop board off laid back because you don't get that initial, that momentum going into it. You don't have that rotation. You really just got to force it, which is super tough. So mad respect to guys pulling off that trick. Xavier struggling to find the wind, it seems. Oh, maybe he's going to go right.
Yeah, the wind on the inside looks a bit lighter, so.
How sick is that drone angle?
Brazil sunsets, nothing like it. Boom. There he goes. Very nice tic-tac board off kite loop. Oi.
Seems like a little dip in the wind there. But guys, live FPV drone footage in a big air comp. You guys are seeing it here first at the Big Air Kite League. Ow!
Flags in the water, looking good. Sandbank on the water with the high tide. But there we've got Josué again in the yellow lycra. Already with 2 fantastic scores on the board. And here again showing what he's got. Massive kite loop laid back. I don't think that will better his scores from the previous trick, but still great for his variety score.
All right, so Jeremy with a 6.2 as his best score currently. I reckon he can get something solid in there, and we can see a very tight heat with Josué and Jeremy.
The best score is 7.12 from Josué there. Oh yeah, look at that! No way. Forward spin, front roll, board spin. Was it a contra loop?
I'm not sure.
Hit the replay button. Oh, damn, it's not here.
Maybe we can get some replays the next days, guys. It might be pushing it, though. Difficult operation going here.
Understatement. Thanks for sticking with us. I hope you're really enjoying this live stream. We're really trying hard to bring you this epic kiteboarding show. Whee!
Up.
Oh, Xavier landing on his back. Nice backslide. Extra points. Of course, a big shout out to all the sponsors who made this possible, who's got our back, who believe in the vision for the sport.
That's right. Look at those beautiful logos top right. Huge respect and thank you to the guys for supporting us from RA Construtora, from Corona, from Alchemist Beach Club. Some amazing businesses, and we're having a great time. And yeah, they're frothing here. Guys, if anybody ever wants to get involved with the Big Air Kite League, we would love to hear from you. Oh my, beautiful. And a rotation. Oh.
Wipe out. That was another contra loop board off with a forward rotation. Unfortunately, not sticking the landing there.
So Ruben, how are you feeling, brother? It's been a lot of commentary today.
Yeah, it's been going alright. Been getting in the groove a bit slower than yesterday, but trying to puzzle it together.
Oh,
looking at the small screen to see what the riders are doing exactly.
Guys, these long events for several days, they're like a marathon, hey? You don't want to get gassed out on the first day.
Oops. Like a pro.
Oof. I'm sure the judges are going to give him another chance. So the riders get 20 seconds to do their attempts, but if the wind is really light, the judges get a bit lenient with them. At the end of the day, we want to put on a fantastic show for you guys. Beautiful doobie board off.
Oi, very nice.
Ah, riding out into the sunset.
Ew, Jeremy Belando having it. So that was his 4th attempt. Now Jeremy has 2 attempts left. Up next we got Xavier. Ready to rock and roll another big trick for us.
Interested to see if that betters Jeremy's score. We may well see him ahead of Josue. And there it is. Score just came in. And Jeremy Belando is in the lead.
In the lead with a 7. But very close, so the variety score can still come into play there for the end result of this overall score.
Absolutely, don't want to forget about that.
And some competitors are a bit more clever with the variety score and really take that into account because it does make a big difference. And other riders are doing more of the same kite loops, more of the same way rotations, only jumping to the left or only jumping to the right. So if you're clever, you're going to get it all done, and then the judges are going to love you.
Yeah, let's see if Jeremy's going to lean into some unhooking here, 'cause that's one way he can really differentiate himself in this heat.
I'm dizzy.
Tornado mode. Iconic move. First done out here by Yannick Zhegajewski. And guys, it's been so cool to see how Yannick has influenced the world kiting scene with his beautiful style. And a lot of guys out here just continue to get inspired by him.
100%. When I first saw Yannick pop up on the scene, I was immediately mesmerized by his clean style. And now he's going through quite a heavy injury, a long road to recovery, but he's very positive and showing us all what he's made of. So big shout out to Yannick. We love you, brother, and we miss you. Can't wait to see you back flying with us.
That's it, brother.
Look at that. Ay, 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 ay. Jeremy Berlando showing us an epic, I think, triple, maybe quadruple back roll board off kite loop. Just nailing it there. After like the 3rd spin or the 2nd spin, I just lose count. I'm like, where were we?
Beautiful.
Luckily, the judges are wearing their glasses and know exactly in fine detail what all these moves are worth, how difficult they are, and how they should be performed. And each rider has got their own signature style, which is fantastic to see. In each rider, you kind of see their inside come out. You see their personality, their feelings, all put down into their riding. So that's wicked to see.
Yeah, so absolutely. And these judges are fantastic riders themselves. In the Big Air Kite League, we pride ourselves on only hiring and training judges who can actually shred. So every one of these guys in the judging booth are doing kite loop board offs, sleigh back rolls, boogies, and they can see the differences in these tricks. And a doobie from Xavier. Oh! Not quite getting the height he needed.
So already onto his last attempt will be Josue. And then another attempt for Jeremy before Xavier closes this heat off. And then we will continue to the next heat with Kohan van Dijk, Aaron Hedlow, and Beto Gomez. That's straight fire, fire, fire right there.
So guys, the winners of these heats are proceeding to the final. And guys, this is going to be the first heat to decide our finalist.
Oh, massive takeoff. Forward spin board off with a contra loop, landing it clean. Boy's not messing around today.
And that was Joshua's final attempt. Not enough to knock Jeremy from his lead. So Jeremy's got no pressure on him, but let's see what he decides to pull off on his last attempt.
Something unhooked. We missed the first part of it. But the crowd is going wild.
Super interested to see what he gets for his variety score.
Phew.
Yeehaw.
Put your hands together for Jeremy Berlando. A wicked boy. Style master. So on to Xavier with his last attempt in this heat. See what he can do. Maybe with a 10. If he scores a 10 now, he will be maybe up up there again. Triple S loop. Quadruple board off with 10 spins. Aye. Well, nice work. Put your hands together for Xavier, guys. He really gave it his all in this contest. Really showed us a nice performance yesterday and today once again. And we're on to the next heat.
Do you want to join me for a luxury kite clinic on a super yacht in Egypt? I'm going to give you daily kite coaching so you can level up. We're going to kite 6 spots, eat tons of delicious food, and have video analysis in the lounge every day.
Yeah. And then another day tomorrow.
Yep. All right, welcome to the lounge. We got Michiel here. How's it going, mate?
It's actually going pretty good. I'm on to the next round, so the semifinals, I guess.
Oh man, you need to be getting ready pretty soon here, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I'm off in 2 heats.
Yeah, 2
yeah.
heats. But you've been busy out there, hyping up the riders and the crowd. Man, what's going on out there?
Yeah, so we bought a big speaker with the SpaceX Kitesurfing group. And we decided we needed to bring it over here, so we got a very, very big suitcase and brought the speaker over and providing the whole crowd with the tunes.
Yeah, and Ruben Lenton has one too, and you guys are all kind of syncing them up and bringing the party everywhere.
Yeah, you can collab the 2 speakers and make it even one big louder speaker, so that will get the party going.
Yes, very important down here in Tatajuba. And do you have any projects coming up with your crew, SpaceX?
Well, we might be making some own boards or own harnesses, so keep an eye out on our website.
Oh, that's gonna be sick. And any like competitions?
I think the next one will be for us in Cape Town. So the Buckle Cape Town will be one to keep your eye out.
Oh, okay. We'll have to be looking out for that. Let's get back to the heats, and yeah, more semifinals coming right at you.
Cheers.
Chew.
Bye.
All right, we're in the lounge. Okay, actually, we're not going back to action. We're going to party now.
Guys, it's TatajubaFest for a reason. But we're going to... Okay, here's what we're going to do right now. We're going to have a little bit of live chat fun with you. So if you guys want to drop any questions, a little bit of a Q&A, we're going to respond to those. So, yeah. We'll be keeping an eye on the live chat. Guys, how sick was Jeremy Belando there?
Oh, man. Other level.
Damn!
Other level. It seemed like he was finding those little pockets of gusts and making the absolute most out of them. Almost like a perfect heat for him.
Absolutely insane guy. And he just continues to progress and progress and progress. I don't even know what could possibly come next. Like, surely we're at the limits of the sport. But, I mean, we were saying that already years ago.
Yeah, but then you have Andrea just watching that from the beach. I mean, it's fun watching him watch Jeremy and these other athletes out there just getting fired up.
Jeremy's like, this is a shit. I will do it unhooked.
Yeah, totally.
What comes next? Go big or go big.
So why are we not seeing the rest of the semifinals right now?
Well, the winds died off quite a bit, but, you know, that's cool. That's just how it is. Dies off in the evenings. And we want to make sure that we give these riders the absolute best conditions they can to put on a show for you.
Speaking of putting on a show, Mike, you've got some questions. Is the forecast looking stronger tomorrow?
So we look at a couple different models. On the GFS Plus model, which measures the... All right. All right,
yeah.
So the GFS Plus model, which measures the highest wind speed in quite a large region, I think a 13-kilometer radius, says that the wind's not going to be strong. But the ECMWF, which is quite an accurate European forecasting model, says it's going to be the same as today, if not the peaks might be a little bit higher. So truth be told, we're just going to have to rock up here and see what the conditions provide.
Yeah, speaking of conditions, this tide is going to be quite high.
It's going to be hectic.
Yeah.
It's going to be hectic. We're going to have to do something
Yeah.
for the night.
Yeah, if there's no wind, there's definitely going to be tide still, and so that'll be something to see. Oh, okay. Show us your tattoos, Mike. Show us all your tattoos.
I don't know if you guys want to see them. I'm happy. Should I show them ones on my nuts? Is that all right? Can we do that?
Do we want to see it?
All right, I'll show you guys my favorite one. This is the best.
This one is pretty awesome.
All right. This
All right.
one's the best.
Can you see it?
Alrighty, guys. Don't know if you can see that, but that's two bros with their knobs touching. So that's my favorite with my bro Stormo. Stormo, if you're watching this, I love you, bro. You're the man. And Mr. Jacobs, dude. Mr. Fabi Jacobs going through a super tough time right now. He just crashed on a 15-meter kite, got pulled up into the air and thrown over a bridge. And he broke his pelvis in 7 places and dislocated his elbow and a fracture to his cheek. So, guys, kiting is an extreme sport. Fabi, dude, you're the man. Mr. Positive, we love you, dude. I love you, dude. And, yeah, I'm sending you good vibes and hoping you heal up. But, guys, just a reminder that this sport, these athletes make it look really chilled. We're like, oh, chill. They crash like it's nothing. But let's be reminded, it's absolutely insane. It's literally your body being flung through the air at insane heights, ridiculous speeds, and huge distances. And we just happen to be able to make it look a little bit easier because we practice a lot. Not me, many of these other guys.
Man, someone should make a video about how to crash.
Dude, actually, I have, and you guys should check it out on my channel. Get High with Mike. Be sure to go over there and subscribe. So, Carlito Martinez. I see the name being dropped there. He is the king of transitions, no doubt about that. Oh, what are your Frisian flags?
Oh, dude, Kevin just asked, Ray, can you show us your Frisian flag socks? Man, I actually left them back home. I wish I had them right now. But yeah, go Friesland. Hope I said that right. It's a Dutch territory or area of the Netherlands.
All right, good question over there from Mostard de Villiers. Where and when is the next event? So the next event's Bakel, Cape Town, the final stop of the year. It's going to be super sick. We've got a 5 to 6 week window period there, still to be confirmed in December and January. It's going to be near Dolphin Beach Hotel. And what I love about Cape Town is we can actually get 40 plus knots. We've had times out there where I would say it's gusting close to 60 knots, like once in my whole life of ever being there. It was insane. But can you imagine?
Would you hold backle in those conditions?
Oh, of course we would, bro. That's what it's all about. That's when you separate the adults from the children. Because I don't want to say boys from the men, because the women are clearly kicking ass today.
Adults from the children, yeah.
That's it. But then again, you get the kids like Jeremy and Andrea, who are like 16 and then significantly bigger than me, more jacked and taller. It's not really fair.
Not as good looking, though.
Oh, at least I got that, bro. Thank you. Thank you. So, guys, let's see some more questions over here. Is it? Hi, Finn. How's it going, dude? Are you going to wait until the wind reaches like 30 knots for the final so we can see some doubles action? Torre, Lupa. You want to answer that, brother?
Well, we did ask Andrea yesterday if we were going to see any doubles or S-loops, and wasn't looking like we would be. The wind is not as dense here. Apparently that seems to be a factor for these riders. They can really feel that difference in the air. And so it wasn't looking too promising, although we did see them pumping up 6 meters at a spot just 10 kilometers upwind, and they were practicing double loops.
Whew.
Okay.
Hectic. Yeah, I very highly doubt it. Honestly, double loops in such light wind, it's not light, but it's moderate, you know. It's on the cusp. Double loops in these conditions just asking for trouble, you know. So I would not. My injury, Vlad, appreciate you asking about that. It's going pretty well. I'm feeling good. Ankle sometimes bothers me a bit, but not really affecting my kiting too much. I just need to get back in the mental game to be doing boogies and doobies again someday. But otherwise, I'm loving it. And am I going to compete? Yeah, maybe someday, hey? For now, I'm just happy to keep pushing it. Just like everybody out there who isn't competing. Just for the love of the sport, going out there and constantly challenging ourselves. Feels so good. Oh, Colin will be competing in the next event. He's definitely going to win it, so we'll have a first place and a second first place, just so we can be fair to the other competitors.
Yes.
All right, shout out from Colombia. We got to go there. Looks like such a vibe.
Mike, how old are you?
Ooh, how old do you guys think I am? Let's see a little bit of feedback on that one.
Fresh.
No, it's still coming.
Still, the stream's coming.
Chat keeps coming. Tahiti, that would be dope, eh? Oh, there we are, bro.
Is that? Oh, I guess we got some really sick drone footage coming.
All right, we definitely want to see that drone. Guys, first time in a Big Air comp. How sick is this live FPV drone footage? And Big Air Kite League, you know, like, I don't speak for myself. I speak for our whole amazing team over here. We're just oh my God, look at Josue. Beautiful. This guy. Oh, my word. The sport is amazing.
Oh, look at that drone footage.
Sick.
Just parked right up top.
So we got drone footage with our commentary right now. That's dope. All right, cool, guys. So, yeah, how cool is it, the tech that
nice
you guys
little
see in
loop
Big
there.
Air? In the Big Air Kite League, you guys see Surfer with live jump heights, jump speeds, jump distances. And, guys, you can actually download the Surfer app for free. It's a super cool app. And the latest version of the Surfer app, the latest feature, is that you can just go out there with your Apple Watch, just your Apple Watch, and it's going to accurately measure your jump heights and show them to you right after you jump. Super, super cool. It's available in the Pro model, Surfer Pro.
Yeah, speaking of numbers and kite surfing, we've got a lot of varied answers here on your age. From 13 to 76. Looking like the average is around, I would say, 38. How close are they?
Ooh. Guys, I'm 28. Unfortunately, got a little bit of a gnarly hairline. Doesn't do me any favors. Luckily, I got married before I lose all my hair. That's the trick, guys. You definitely want to do that. When you like see the hairline going back, you find a woman and you lock her in, you know?
Did you see it going back and then you know, like that's when you know, or did you feel it?
It was actually happening on our first date. I was just like, we better lock this in now. So, yeah, Kitesurf 365 podcast, absolutely. Unfortunately, flights have been insane. Speaking of flights, okay, so Colin and Adrian were meant to attend the event, and Adrian's flights were going to be like $3,500. I don't know if you guys have been trying to travel recently, but tickets have been ridiculous. I mean, I don't want to be dropping huge figures out here, but rest assured, everybody who's come to this competition from all over the world have made massive sacrifices to be here. And it's pretty insane because, you know, you might look at kiting and think, oh, man, it's like the kite gear is, you know, to get a decent quiver and a good board and all that, it's like $6,000, $10,000 for like a full setup, right? We're talking about like 3 kites, bar, board, harness, whatever, right? A lot of money. So you might think, oh, these athletes must be balling, but no, most of us are just making huge sacrifices in order to live this amazing life and kite all the time. But the question is, what are we going to do when our knees are all busted up and, yeah, and we're no longer being looked after by sponsors and, you know, got to have a career doing something else. That's the unfortunate reality about kiting, unlike so many other epic sports. I mean, if you're a pro basketball player, you're good, right? Kiting, you can, I don't know, you can barely take your parents to dinner.
Man, but yeah, check. It's totally worth it because kite surfing is so much fun. I wonder if we can actually see some of this this action going down in this little lagoon that's formed right between the tent and the beach there. No, we can't go to it. Oh, unfortunately. Oh, yes, we can via drone.
In Netherlands. That's a great question. We would absolutely love to do a bigger kite league in Netherlands. Problem is, you guys have just been getting super crap wind for the past year or so. And whenever we get excited about the idea, we're like, you can't do that. We'd have to have a 3-year window period. No, but seriously, we will do it someday, for sure. It'll have to be like a fly-in.
What's the average weight and height of these riders?
All right, you drop your figure, then I'll drop mine.
In kilos?
Is bigger.
Man, I have no idea in kilos. I'm going to say 65 kilos.
Okay, let's do an average for men and an average for the women.
For women.
Oh my God, Ray doesn't know kilos. He's so American.
Yo, I weigh like 100 kilos.
Of pure muscle, my friend.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'd say average
That's what's
weight
filling out
of
this
the
red jacket.
Average weight of the riders. I'd say I'm on the small side, and the bigger guys are probably like 83, and then some of the big guys are way bigger. I'd say average weight is like 77 kilos.
Bro,
that'll be my guess.
What did I say? 65?
That's like a massive difference, bro. Bro, I took a dump the other day and it was 65 kilos.
Yeah, in like 2 minutes.
Dude, I'm instant. It was like 10 seconds.
This guy. If he says he needs to take a bathroom break, it's like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it would be super cool to bring Yannick in here. We're going to have to do that sometime. Chaos, thanks, dude. We appreciate it.
Oh, man, look at that. Now we're seeing this sunset right over this little lagoon with some kites in front. Oh, going straight to the drone. Post it up. This is Tatajuba, Brazil.
Ooh la la.
Amazing.
Gorgeous.
Kiters dancing.
Carlos, this is a DJI Air 2S, right? So guys, this drone is such an incredible drone. I've also got one of them, and it's just insane. Like, you can get 3 batteries, a flying camera that shoots 4K at 60 frames, 10-bit footage. I'm probably speaking gibberish to a lot of you guys, but insane specs. It flies super fast. You can fly it in like 30-knot winds. And the thing with a bunch of batteries costs like $1,300. It's unbelievable. I can't believe how, like, we live in such amazing times, and that's like how we're able to run these competitions with all this awesome, affordable consumer technology.
Oh, bro, shout out to Jonah. Yo, Matt, get in here. No, okay.
Matty boy.
Okay, Matt's right over here.
Triple loops.
Triple loops.
It's gonna happen. There's no doubt about that.
Triple loops, yeah.
Oh my God.
Bro, why doesn't someone just do a triple loop on like a 4-meter kite? Just to do it.
Dude, a jury could do it, for sure. Hey, shout out to Mustafa, my dude. Rasid.
Is Mustafa in here? Where's he at?
Mustafa.
Dude, the wind's probably super lekker over there. He's
That's a
kiting
great
all day.
question. Carlos, how many FPV drone batteries do you use in a day? 6 batteries? So he just uses one per heat, and if we have 12 in a day, then he uses 12 batteries. So.
Yeah. He used cycles as an answer.
I know, dude. I was like, is this bra juicing?
It's not. No, it's not like he's just like that battery's done. That drone comes in, that battery goes on the charger, and it's going to be going right back out there in 5 heats. Wow.
Where are Colin and Adrian? I want some feedback. How are we doing, guys? Professional speakers.
Oh, Ray, show us your pathetic. Oh,
your patriotic
speedo. Oh, thank God. I was like, you know what? If I'm taking. All right. You know what? The patriotic speedo might be coming out tomorrow. It's actually called a sunga, and it's a pretty common piece of beach attire here in Brazil.
Matt, Yannick seems to be doing super well, walking up and down the stairs at the moment. That's the latest update I saw.
Yeah, we're trying to get Yannick on a call.
Yeah, super cool. We're definitely going to do that. It would have been cool if we kept that a surprise, but also on the other hand, we got to get you guys to tune in tomorrow. Beautiful.
I didn't know my kite was here, but someone's packing it for me. Oh shit! Maybe I could. Let me go kiting. Oh, okay, nice. Apparently, my kite got more action than me today. All right, well,
we're going to have to sign off soon, but guys, before you go, be sure to sign up to win a 9-meter Nash pivot. You can head over to bigairkite.com/pivot to enter that draw. Super easy and free to enter. And you can also win 2 weeks of luxury accommodation at 2 kitesurfing hotels. Super luxurious places. La Ventana, Tatajuba, and Moraes.
Oh,
amazing places.
Both
and
places.
It's also free to enter. So be sure to head over to bigairkite.com/luxury. You'll find the links to both of those below. And otherwise, guys, we want to see 8 million viewers tomorrow. So be sure to share this stream with all your homies. Pull out your phones right now. Go get that live stream link and send it to your homies and say, dude, how sick is this comp? Check out that FPV footage. And let's get all the boys and girls tuning in to see the insane action here at TatajubaFest.
Because it really is ramping up. We are getting down. I mean, you just saw that last semifinals heat that we saw. Competition is fierce out there. Top level riding.
And if you head over to backle.heatscoring.com to check in on the heats, we've only got 4 heats to go before we have our winner of TatajubaFest 2022, Alchemist TatajubaFest, decided. So that's going to be sick.
Looking forward to it. All right, we're going to sign off now. This is Ray and Mike from the lounge. Choo!
Ciao, brother. Ow. What's up, dude? Do you want to join me for a luxury kite clinic on a super yacht in Egypt? I'm going to give you daily kite coaching so you can level up. We're going to kite 6 spots, eat tons of delicious food, you're going to need it, and have video analysis in the lounge every day. We're going to make great memories with amazing homies, but spots are limited, so be sure to book your cabin now before they're all sold out.
I am Fazenda Moreias. I am a different kind of oasis. Luxury and simplicity. Bungalows for sale and for rent.